A very good Wednesday morning to everyone out there. Landon here with you to bring you your weather forecast, courtesy of Ohio Valley Insurance. Starting things off underneath clear skies a little bit earlier, but you'll know looking off down to our south and west, we have this disturbance that's working eastward from the Mississippi Valley. That's going to be streaming in these high level clouds as we work throughout the day. This is going to result in an uptick in cloud cover here as we progress throughout this Wednesday as well. We can take a look over the Gold City area. Sexton BIM Builder Skycam showcasing the clouds that are moving in here. We already got clear skies looking eastward, but you will note there on the right side of the screen, that is actually the clouds working in here from the south and west early this morning. Same can be said overlooking Morgantown, courtesy of the Beechtree News Skycam. Already got upper level cloud cover heading in that direction as well. Folks, we can expect a healthy mix of sun and cloud cover as we work throughout the day. Temperatures and dew points, once again, with clear skies hanging around throughout the overnight, radiational cooling has taken over. We got both temperatures and dew points right around the lower 50s. We're going to be bumping highs up a few degrees warmer with winds turning out of the south today. We'll be taking highs right up between the low and mid 80s for the peak heating of this afternoon. Getting a look here at the latest surface map, you can see high pressure located just to our east, folks, is still keeping these weather systems at bay. Like what we were just looking at on the satellite imagery, ongoing convection and clusters of showers and storms in Missouri down into Arkansas up into Illinois. Those look to remain west of the area pretty much throughout the remainder of the week, okay? Now we got a couple of disturbances. It's going to be our driving force with how our pattern is going to behave here over the next week. And we want to break down exactly how those things are going to behave here over the upcoming days. I'm going to start off with the upper level pattern, folks. We're looking 18 to 20,000 feet up above our head, and keep your eyes on two disturbances. You will note the one coming in on the Pacific North and West as we work throughout today and into our Thursday. And another one will be setting up just off of the East Coast there from the Carolinas. Here's a look at how things will be on around the mid-morning hours of our Friday. These are the two separate disturbances we're going to be monitoring very closely. First off, we have an upper level low that's pushing east across the continental U.S. that'll be setting up over the Pacific North and West. This could bring us a period of active weather as we roll into the early to middle part of next week that we'll be watching very closely. Another one that we're going to be watching here over the next 48 to 72 hours is this upper low that's going to be hugging right along the East Coast and riding right along the coastline, okay? So we'll put this into motion and you can take note. First and foremost, we got the upper level low pinwheeling right up through the Virginia down into Carolinas right off of the East Coast. This could be bringing an uptick in cloud cover, and if enough wraparound moisture was able to make it our vicinity, we might get in on a few isolated rain showers, but that is not looking likely at the moment. Keep your eyes here on this upper level low. This is where we believe our next active pattern will originate from. Here we are working from Sunday into Monday. And then watch, folks, this upper low is going to gradually pull down to the south and east as we progress into our Tuesday, on into Wednesday, on into Thursday. Folks, as we've been talking about over the past several days, talking about upper level lows, they tend to overstay their welcome. So if this thing does not get picked up by our mid and upper level pattern, that upper low is just going to pinwheel and bring us numerous days of these plaguing little pesky rain showers. A few rumbles of thunder and gusty winds could create cooler conditions. But you will note, folks, by roughly a week from today, moving into the latter part of next week, this upper low heads off, and look at this large expanding upper level ridge. We could be in for a prolonged period of warmer, more humid weather that will be following suit, all right? So now we want to mirror this with what's going to be going on at the surface in the same time frame. Here we are working throughout the day, folks, and as we previously mentioned, all this activity over here, high pressure is going to try to win out and keep all of this out of our hair. That East Coast low will be churning upward here as we get into the latter part of this week. As previously mentioned, maybe a few sporadic light rain showers or sprinkles, but the bulk of the activity will remain to our east. We'll be sandwiched between the upper low here, the upper low down off of the East Coast. As we work into next week, however, we start to see the upper low and associated fronts that's going to move through here. Here we are getting into Sunday afternoon. Pop-up rain chances can't be ruled out. Then we get into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with better chances of the wet stuff arriving with these series of cold fronts wrapping around that upper level low. Here we are looking at Wednesday. Here we are Thursday. Here we are Friday. As previously said, folks, the upper level lows overstay their welcome. These things are very difficult to forecast, but if this comes to fruition, from roughly Monday all the way through Friday of next week, we're going to be dealing with not ideal conditions with deterioration of the beautiful weather that we have been experiencing. With that being said, nothing's looking like a monsoon washout as of this video making, but we do have right now anywhere from around a tenth of an inch up to just over a quarter of an inch of rainfall here over the next 5 to 7 days, okay? So in the Sunday to Tuesday time frame, we'll be getting in on these rain showers with better chances for more intense activity progressing from late Wednesday on throughout the end of the week. Taking a quick look out into the Atlantic, this is the 2-day outlook. Still only got a 10% chance with that tropical wave coming off the west coast of Africa. And we do have Hurricane Nigel that is currently ongoing. That looks to stay well out off of the East Coast. We're maintaining hurricane strength and going off into tropical storm strength as it heads off to the north and west towards the Europe and Greenland vicinities. So doesn't look like any worries there. Getting back here closer to home, your next 5-day weather forecast. A mix of sun and clouds, folks, both today and tomorrow. We're going to have low-level dry air that's going to be infiltrating. Might have some rain showers that'll try to fall, but it's going to appear as virga. All right, that's what we call the jellyfish clouds. We'll have the cloud bases. It looks like rain's falling, but that rain will be cut off by the dry air and will evaporate before it hits the ground. So we could be seeing a few of those today into tomorrow as well. Highs between the low and mid 80s. More sunshine anticipated Friday into Saturday, and folks, from Sunday on, isolated to scattered rain and storm chances come right back into the mix. That'll wrap up your Wednesday morning Weather Not Bowling Green weather forecast, brought to you by Ohio Valley Insurance. You all take care of yourselves and each other.